We're joined by the infamous rapper who knows Diddy very well, Lil Flitty.
Yo, mic check 1 2. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
What up, Lil Flitty coming to your city? How y'all doing?
Hi.
Thanks for joining us again, Flitty. Just to let you know, we on the phone. We don't have on video. We're joined by Larry Kohler, who was actually one of Diddy's UPS drivers. Maybe we've even met him during one of his deliveries.
I was here. Somebody told me, they sent me a link. They was like, check out what this guy is saying. So I was peeping what this dude Larry was saying. It's interesting. I'm gonna address that in a couple seconds. But first off, I want to address the whole world. All right? Y'all keep talking about freak off this, freak off that, you know what I'm saying? But do y'all really even know what freak off stands for? Why we even started it?
Well, it's a party, isn't it?
No, it's just one of them like acronym type things where you put the letter of the word and you know, like freak, right? F is for friends, R is for really, E is for enjoy, A is for act, and K is for kindness. Friends really enjoy act of kindness on Fun Fridays. You feel me?
Fuck it Fridays.
Wow. Okay.
Fun Fridays. Now everybody just trying to twist this. The media, you know, this was supposed to be an honest, wholesome, fun thing between friends. You feel me?
So I didn't realize Freak Off was an acronym. It's not a party. Is that so?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a real misconception.
Yeah, everywhere. It's the media. You know how the media spins stuff, man.
So it's really a friendly thing.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
kindness.
Sir. That's it. That's it. I mean, who doesn't like to do random acts of kindness for their friends? You know? I'm sure you do it, Tony Tom.
I don't have many friends, but we do have chatters here, which I guess I could call my friends now.
You can't define them as
hostages.
friends.
Huh?
You cannot define them as a friend.
Hostages. So Larry, are you still on the line with us? So Flitty was kind of saying these freak-offs don't even really, exist as this freakish orgy thing. He was saying it's kind of a friendly, kind atmosphere. Is that what you saw?
No, that's not what I saw. I mean, I'm sure that's what they want the public to think, but it looked like straight up wild sex parties.
Okay. Flitty, what do you have to say about that?
All right, listen to this, right? You do random acts of kindness for your friends, right? Sometimes if your friend is sore after a football game, after a basketball game, you help them. You massage them, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you stretch them out or something like that. So he might just saw people getting stretched out, no pun intended. You feel me?
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. I'm actually a cool jock. A lot of you guys don't even realize this. I'm actually a star athlete, similar to Tony Hinchcliffe, who we know is also a freak athlete in his own words. It's very true. And I'm a freak athlete just like him. So I've had those kinds of rub downs too. Larry, have you have you played sports? Have you've rubbed down one of your boys before, right?
Well, I played sports, but it never crossed the line into thousands of bottles of oil or anything like that. Never into the far freak end of things. But
that's because you played D3, Larry. You wasn't really serious like that.
Right. Well, you probably lived in a different world, Flitty. But from what you saw and what I saw, it's probably two different things. I can understand you want to defend Diddy, which is cool, but I have to tell the audience what, from my angle, from my point of view, what I saw and how I viewed it.
I feel you, Larry. Let me just ask you something, though, Larry. Why didn't you leave? You was doing all them delivery routes. You said you saw stuff that you didn't like. Why didn't you leave, Larry? You was probably getting paid off too, bro.
No, I mean, he was generous. He gave tips. I'm not saying that he wasn't generous and nice, but as far as staying for the whole show, I couldn't do it. I had to, and plus, actually, they were work days anyway, luckily. So I was forced really to leave. I couldn't really stay the full length. But for the time that I was there, I definitely saw what was going on. So, but you know,
Yeah, listen, Larry, I'm about to text Diddy's people. You know, if you ever out, I'm gonna invite you to the next freak off so you can see what really goes down. We're gonna stretch you out too, all right?
yeah. Well, I don't know if there's going to be another one unless he gets out of jail soon.
Listen, Larry, let me get your number. I'm gonna need your services. I might continue
Okay,
the freak offs.
I'll leave it with Tony. You can get it.
Yeah.
All right, Larry.
All right, so you're open to
as
it.
well as Diddy, but because I ain't that successful. But you know, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I think his partying days are behind him now with the legal problems.
I think Diddy's happy that partying is actually behind him. Isn't he used to getting pegged? That's what Giselle taught us.
Yeah, I mean it's a risky lifestyle. Let's put it that way.
Wasn't he getting pegged all the time by that Jewish gentleman? Giselle, tell us about this.
Clyde Davis.
Clive Davis.
So
Clive Davis is 100 years old.
But when he took Diddy under his wing, he was half of 100 years old.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying he still got big
I'm saying Diddy
feral erections.
Diddy learned his ways from a young. Is it Clive or Clyde?
Clive.
Clive. So young Clive was lubing him up, and so that's how he learned, and then just kept doing what his superiors taught him.
Right.
So, Flitty, are you
Larry,
familiar with?
Are you making a delivery right now?
Is he okay over there?
Yeah, we hear a bunch of we hear a ruckus over
Did
there.
you fall on the lube?
Are Diddy's guys roughing you up?
He might be getting taken out right now.
Larry trying to come to the freak off.
Well, Flitty. So we've been talking about this baby oil ad nauseum, and everyone thinks it was for this nefarious means. But I mean, from your point of view, you know Diddy. You've worked with Diddy. You've been to the freak offs. What is the baby oil for?
Couple things. You guys ever see like a professional bodybuilder or wrestler? They're performing. Even like those bodybuilders, they put on bronze. They're not black, but they make themselves black. It's a performance. So when you perform, you want to look your best. You want to look like an oiled up Greek black god.
Yeah.
You know, that's what Diddy was trying to do. He was trying to look his best. He's a performer. Diddy don't ever stop performing. Whether it's at the freak off, whether it's at an award show, whether it's at Larry's crib, Diddy don't stop performing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. So that makes sense. Yeah, so he wants to glisten like a sun god. Who's that? Sun Ra? Ra's the sun god?
Sun god Ra. I think I'm on Ra.
Yeah, so okay, that makes sense. So what else did you guys use it for anything else, or you're just looking at this Greek glistening god on Diddy's black body? Giselle's
there's another
soaked.
real reason, a practical reason. Larry might understand. Larry, let me ask you, are you a larger man or a smaller man?
I'd say a medium.
Medium? Alright. I don't know if you ever walk through a crowd, like a mosh pit or something like that. Sometimes it's hard to get through. Now, Diddy is Diddy. He's going to have all the celebrities there. The big ones. Lizzo, Rick Ross, Fat Joe, Queen Latifah, Heavy C, Biggie Smalls. They're big people. And at the freak off, sometimes they get so congested. If Diddy's like, hey, Queen Latifah, come here. It's hard for her to get to the crowd. All you got to do is lather up, Larry. You know what I'm saying? You know all about the lube, Larry. Lather up, and you can slide right through the crowd, Larry. It's easy. I'm telling you, try it, Larry. If you ever get into a busy crowd, throw on some baby oil, bro. I'll get your back for you, my man. You know what I'm saying?
And I got to tell you, I feel a little bit better knowing that the oil I delivered was actually being used for something else. Now I know it had a little bit of a purpose. You actually helped me out, Liddy. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm less traumatized now. At least it had a positive purpose other than the freak off. So
yeah, there was this one time
I wasn't there after the fact. I was the delivery guy, but you were the one that saw the real deal, the actual in-house session. I delivered it and got out of Dodge, but I'm glad you put that knowledge on my head. I feel a little bit better now. Lady, thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Adele, I'm going to tell you why Adele really lost weight.
He did.
Adele.
Yeah.
She lost
She,
weight?
yeah, she used to be bigger. You don't
That's
remember
right.
Adele
Yeah,
used to
she
be
was
bigger?
a real heifer, right, Giselle?
She was big.
She
Yeah.
was a good
So she
girl.
was at one of the, just the family friendly fun parties, and
Oh
she
no,
got
Queen
stuck.
Latifah is so pretty. She's not
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
scary.
Well, he said with her a strap on is scary.
I'm Clive. Well, never mind.
All right, yeah. So Flitty, tell us about Adele.
Yeah, one time she got stuck, bro, in the doorway.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and she didn't have a good reaction to the lube. It gave her like bumps and stuff. So she wanted to still be able to come to the party. So we told her, listen, shorty, you're gonna have to lose a few pounds. We can't have you stuck indoors. You're blocking other guests. The baby oil's not reacting to you. So she had to lose weight, and bang. Now look at her. Diddy helps people. I mean, I know stuff sounds crazy, but he's out here helping people lose weight. Is it really that bad?
No, that's nice. Was there like a certain regimen he told her to lose weight?
Well, that's
with?
fat shaming, though. It is bad. So
Yeah.
that's pretty bad.
I mean, that's the
Fashion?
society we
she
live
wanted to
in.
party and she couldn't fit through the door. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, maybe you should get bigger doors.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah,
That's a
but
good-
you have to go through a whole architectural rigmarole to put a jackhammer to your
I'm
house.
just saying, legally, from a lawyer's perspective, this is fat shaming, and there are things you can do.
Yeah.
You could lift the roof off and crane her in, or like helicopter drop or something. You could do a lot of
Her
things.
ass ain't gonna be at the party. Go to the next party with bigger doors. This is Diddy's parties. Everybody want to be there. And she did too. She understood the assignment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of rumors going around. One of which, I mean, there's so many we could get into. Giselle, like, there's Diddy's dead girlfriends, ex-girlfriends. Tell us a little about that, Giselle, and let's have Larry and Flitty weigh in.
So I brought it up earlier for those of you that have just joined. Kim Porter was Diddy's ex-girlfriend. They were not dating when she died. She died in 2018, and the rumor out there, well, they're saying that her cause of death was pneumonia. But what the rumors are out there is that she was writing a tell-all book about Diddy, and that potentially Diddy and his team might have taken part in her leaving this planet permanently. And now if you go on to Amazon and if you Google Kim Porter book, there is a book that has surfaced, and it is supposedly the book that Kim Porter was writing before she mysteriously died of pneumonia. And she was in her late 40s, if I'm not mistaken. So the statistics against her dying of pneumonia, or the probability of her dying of pneumonia, is actually pretty low. So that book came out, I think, in the last week. And Diddy's kids, Diddy and Kim Porter have 4 kids, and they have released a statement saying that it's not.
Well, you can't trust kids. Kids are stupid. But let's get into that. I just want to address Cucamonga's comment here, which I think is pretty genius. Maybe this is actually a kind of like a Da Vinci Code thing here. He said Lil Romeo is an anagram for more oil. An anagram is when you mix up the letters in a word to spell something else. And he's right. Lil
Holy
Romeo actually spells out more oil when you rearrange the letters.
There it is. More oil information. That's it.
Wow.
I'm starting to feel better about that.
But a question I have, if you recall, I know we're kind of getting a little off track here based on what Giselle just told us, but this just brought to mind after seeing Cucamonga's comment here. Back in the 2000s, after 9/11, which just happened, anniversary, the United States invaded the Middle East probably for oil. Could Diddy have had some like political hands in this foreign policy where they were invading the Middle East for oil for Diddy? Flitty, is this a...
Oh, that's for me?
I don't know. This is for anyone really, but...
I thought Larry was gonna chime in because he knows about oil.
Yeah, Larry, you are the oil guy. Do you have any intel on this?
I don't know if there's any political connections to the actual oil industry with that, because that's the unrefined oil. This is highly refined, ready for the anus oil.
Oh.
You know, this is ready to be applied to the skin type oil.
I didn't know this was the ready for the anus oil. Okay. Yeah, Diddy's parties were highly refined, classy parties, so I guess that does make sense.
Right. I think this is the water-based oil. That other stuff is the crude. So it has to go down through that process.
Yeah, and there was nothing crude about the F.R.E.A.K, so that doesn't really make sense then. Yeah. So, all right, that was just me going off track, but let's get back to what Giselle mentioned about this dead girlfriend's book who was writing a tell-all about Diddy, and then she mysteriously died. Flitty, do you have any intel? Did you ever meet Kim Porter or what?
I remember Kim.
Oh.
I remember Kim. One of the things I remember about Kim is she was sick all the time, bro. Like, all the time. I don't know what that's about. I heard she did the pneumonia thing or whatever in the whole tell-all. I know she was sick all the time. There was one time she just had some sniffles, a little bit of sniffles, and she was in bed for a week, bruh. Who's in bed for a week because of the sniffles? I really don't think she understood Diddy, you know, and what he was about. Like, she's probably one of the people who thought the F.R.E.A.K was a sex party, but it was really just about bringing people together. You know what I'm saying? So now that I think about it, she probably fake sleep. You know, fake sick and sleep, so she just didn't have to go to the parties and have fun. Nobody wants a Debbie Downer there anyway, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially a drama queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really. So I don't really know. Like,
yeah, she sounds like a drama queen.
You know, like I never saw her like seem like she had a reason to tell all of what all these people are saying. I think she was just tight that she wasn't having fun.
Yeah, you know? She's a buzzkill, and you can have that at a party.
Not at a freak off?
Hell no. No, because this is real about friends getting together and being kind, like you said, on a fun Friday. But there's nothing fun when there's a real buzzkill in the room. So, Giselle, that kind of makes sense, right?
Well, when somebody dies, that tends to be a buzzkill, I would think.
Yeah, at a party, too. I hate that.
I mean, when somebody actually dies at your party, that's buzzkill.
It is. He's kind of getting unfairly accused, like the Jews often are. So, was there anything else? I know you guys. I don't want to keep you guys too long. For Larry and Flitty, was there anything else you guys wanted to touch on that we haven't yet?
Well, I'm just glad I got a different perspective from Flitty and Giselle and some more information. I, for one, appreciate it. And my whole view on the whole oil situation, well, I'm still messed up in the head, but I'm a little bit better. But
that's good.
I'm doing better.
Because I know I
think I'm going to survive. I really do.
I know. Yeah, I know, Larry. That's a good message. And I know you said that Diddy and his friends kind of like lubed you up and threw you down the driveway that time. Flitty, were you part of that?
Slip and slide. I slid all the way down.
Yeah, Flitty. I know you said you never met Larry, but maybe you didn't even realize. Have you ever done that to delivery guys at Diddy's house?
That's what I'm saying. I heard about this delivery guy who, if this is Lou Larry, who was reluctant, but then he got invited in, and then ever since then, he never stopped coming back. So I know Larry said he had a work shift, so he couldn't stay, but there was somebody that was always there having fun. And that slip and slide thing, I do remember that. But it wasn't like a coerced thing. It was him trying to prove his worth and value. So, I don't know. Larry might be capping. He slid down that thing on purpose, boy. Butt cheeks out and all that.
Larry, is that true?
Whoa.
Yeah. Unless it wasn't me. Unless I was blacked out. But
it was the other lubricant, Larry.
When somebody slapped Larry's ass to send him down the slide, it made this specific sound that we trying to sample in a new beat. I don't even have to feature you in the track, Larry.
All right.
One is the way that you